we have doubled our population in California for the water system that's been built, and we need to be looking forward. That's very difficult for people to do because we tend to live in the present. We turn on the tap every morning, water comes out, we don't have a problem. Our number one industry, we're the number one ag state, and we don't have enough water to supply that. That will have not just short-term problems, but long-term problems if we don't address that, as well as the needs that we have in the urban areas.
The darker the red, almost brown here, the worse it is. So the entire state is in very bad shape. This is the worst drought in recorded history. You probably remember 2005, a very wet year. That's that high bar, 247% of average. A year like that is what's carrying us through today. Recently, 2012, 13, and 14, significantly less than average. So to get back to just average conditions, we would have to have 36 inches of rainfall before we even start next winter. So we have never been this far behind on the rainfall curve before.
When you look at planning of our water system going back to the 1970s and even into the 1930s, the projection was that one of the three areas of our water sources would be in drought. It would either be Northern California, it would be here, or it could be the Colorado River. What's truly unprecedented and why this is such a stark number is that we're having it all in all places at the same time. This is the worst case scenario that the water planners had planned for. So if we're not getting more from the State Water Project, it's a problem because it's more difficult to have water that we can store in our groundwater basins locally. And you can see here that the hub of our food growing region, the Central Valley, depends on the Bay Delta for 23 to 90% of the water supplies. You have Southern California for about a third. The Bay Area, which claims that this is their water, about 33%. And some regions, like in San Diego, they're 100% dependent just about for their water supply from this source. So it's of strategic importance to California that we address what's happening in the Delta.
Those who came before us invested in our future. We get the benefit of drinking from wells we did not dig. It's important that we join the same mindset as those that came before us who planned for abundance instead of just survival. Don't tell me to turn up my thermostat. Build another power plant and let me buy some more electricity. Put some investment in the Bay Delta so that you can buy some water. You can survive or you can thrive. California has always managed to thrive, and we need to do so today by investing. The cost, if we don't, will be to lose 1 million jobs.